If you're looking to buy or sell in Orange County, there's a couple things that you need to know to understand the market you're about to go into. Now, it's changing all the time, but this is one of the most unique markets we've seen, especially in the past few years. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 things you need to know before buying or selling here in the OC. But first, I am a realtor here in Orange County. So if you are looking to buy or sell, make sure you reach out to me. All my information will be in the description below, but I will also put my number right here. That way you can easily give me a quick text or a call. But now we'll get back into the video. So number 1 is first-time home buyers are dying out, which is one of the saddest parts about the market right now. But the basic idea is this year we had 21% of the market share being first-time home buyers, the lowest it's ever been. And for first-time home buyers, the median age is 40 years old, also the oldest ever recorded. Meaning, young people and just people in general are getting priced out of the market entirely. The basic idea is for return buyers, the median age, I believe, was 61 years old, and 1/3 of them are purchasing all cash. So the competition here is incredibly high, and for people who aren't in that beneficial spot where you have all cash or you have all this money, it's just become more and more difficult to purchase. So the bad news of that is there needs to be change, and that's horrible. The good news is what we can see is in that disparity, one of the major factors is purchasing a home. I forget the exact number, I'll have it get pulled up here, but it was something like, I think it's 42 times or something like that. But the average net worth of a homeowner versus a renter at the same age, I think it was like either 40 something or 30 something times different. So the bad news is it's incredibly hard to do it, and it shouldn't be that hard. But the good news is if you can do it, it is a great separating factor. And number 2 is the Fed and recent commentary. The general idea is the Fed rate cuts right now are one of the biggest factors that's going against or for mortgage interest rates. Now, the last Fed meeting that happened here late in October, the basic idea is Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, said we're likely not going to have as many Fed rate cuts as we thought. That then increased the rates from 6.13 to 6.33, basically in that exact second. So with that, we might not see as much relief in rates as we were hoping for. Now, there are other factors that influence it, but in regard to the Fed, we really need to watch closely and see what's going on there. And third, we have the 2025 to 2030 outlook. The basic idea is a couple things, and this is data taken from US News, so do with that whatever you will. What they're expecting is a 10.1% increase in price. So that averages out to whatever it may be, 2-ish% per year, which is a little bit lower than average, but good because we're not going to have these incredible, sizable increases year over year, which made it that now people are so priced out. So a crash isn't coming, the prices aren't going to be plummeting down, we're still going to have an increase. It's just not going to be as much as we saw. The other thing is they're expecting rates to actually remain between 6 and 7% in 2025, which I was curious to see. But they said if we do go into some form of recession economically, it'll most likely push those rates below that 6% range. And third is we're going to see more activity. This year was the lowest year in sales ever in history of real estate. So we're going to see, more people put their homes on the market because the rates coming down, they're not so rate locked. And also with affordability increasing, we're just going to see more people moving. And that's going to be kind of the next 5 years or so. So a very tame next 5 years, most likely. And number 4 is the government shutdown. As I'm recording this, it is November 4th. And something to understand is there's a lot of things that the government has to do with real estate. So number 1, just impacting the general market, like the jobs report and the inflation reports. If that can't come out, then rates can't really react and the markets can't react. So right now we're kind of in a holding place with that. And also some loans are government backed. So if you have a USDA, a VA, or FHA loan, a lot of the time it's not too big of a deal, but sometimes right now we're actually seeing delays in closings. It's not affecting the market as much as we thought, but if it continues, most likely we're going to start seeing that adverse effect. And number 5, if you do plan to buy or sell in the next 6 to 12 months, this is what I would do. And again, this is based on the most likely outcome. However, we could go to war tomorrow and nothing matters and it's completely different. But based on what most people are expecting is this. If And I'm going to go based on the idea of you only care about money. Now, circumstance is always going to change it. There's people who right now you should move or you should sell, and vice versa. So understand that this is only based on the fact of wanting to have as much money as possible. Now, if you're looking to buy, I would argue that right now is a great time. Number one is because competition is really low, because the affordability still isn't there, and because of that, sellers are having to get creative, lower price, give incentives for buyers, so you can get a really good deal. So, buying right now I think makes more sense, especially coming into the new year with just seasonal uptick in demand, and with rates coming down and more demand, likely we're going to be seeing a lot more bidding wars, and you're not going to be able to get a deal. So, if I was looking to buy in the next 6 to 12 months, I would actually lower it and buy before the end of the year, especially in the winter or holiday market. So I would say I would buy somewhere between November and late January. Now, if I was looking to sell, obviously it has to be the adverse of that. I actually had a lot of conversations with people who were looking to sell in that scenario of they just want to have as much money as possible. It doesn't matter when they sell, they just want money. I would definitely say wait. Same reasons. Demand is going to be higher coming into the new year. People are going to be feverish as always because it's a new year, new me. And also because we have the interest rates coming down, we're going to see that increase in affordability, and most people don't really know how you can get deals in real estate and how right now, you can buy down the rate and save all that. But I won't go into that. But the basic idea is there's going to be more people looking for your home in the new year. Now you might be saying, Ryan, well, kind of everyone's doing that. The basic way to put it is buyer demand is going to be like this, and then seller more inventory is going to be like this. So yes, are there going to be more people selling their home in the beginning of next year? Yes. However, the amount of people looking to purchase a home, I 100% guarantee will outpace that. So if you're looking to buy, do it ASAP. If you're looking to sell, I would wait until probably after late January of next year. But that's really the 5 things that you need to know before buying or selling here in OC. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe because I release videos just like this one every single Friday. But as always, thank you so much for tuning into this week's video. I can't wait to see you in the next one. We'll talk soon.